Be with you in just a second. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome tonight. Today, I'm not actually sure what we're going to be doing. I have a couple ideas for things I'd like to do, but I would wager that this stream is going to be a bit on the random side. I'd like to... I learned some things. One thing I'm going to take care of really first is... Let's get that buried treasure map out. So if we look at this, it tells us that we need to be going both west and south. That's what that little indicator, it's harder to see with the shield up, but in the upper left corner, or the upper right corner, there's a little bit of an indicator there that's telling us where we should go relative to what we can do to get where we want to be. So we gotta be going south, and then I believe we also have to be going west, which, if I'm correct, west is negative on, so it will increase the, on the X, and then, which makes sense because that's also where the sun goes down. And then south is going positive on the Y scale, so we want it this way. This is south and this is west. So today, let's get on this boat. Let's maybe put this somewhere where we can read it as we go. Get into this water. Let's just go and see if we can figure out where this map leads to. If we're smart about it, we should be able to just take this into its final destination and then, or take this until that dot is, you know, a little bit in one direction. And then once we have it centered where we want it to be, we can take it to the other direction. And that line should lead us to where we want to be. I also considered maybe setting up the monster spawner to have XP, although I'm still not 100% certain on whether or not I want this monster spawner XP farm to be a 23 drop where you only have to punch them once to get the XP, or if I just want to do a simple one and have it, you know, dump them out and, you know, I hit them with my sword to get the farm, which one of those is a lot easier to set up, one of those is a lot more valuable long term, but I also don't know that we need to spend all of that time putting together a crazy monster spawn farm if we're not gonna, you know, I don't know how long we're gonna spend just sitting there farming XP. That's not a streamer thing to do. And I don't feel like doing anything in my, like, I don't want to do anything off stream because that kind of eliminates the purpose of letting you see the whole process. I know that at the very beginning of this series, like, the first couple of hours are not on the stream because we were just kind of messing around with the Minecraft world, but that doesn't mean that we want to skip more stuff going forward. Also, you know, the stuff that we missed at the very beginning, that was complete mundane getting your stuff going kind of stuff, so anything we have going forward is a little bit more tuned to specific progress, getting a specific advancement. Look at that clownfish looking thing. Hey, buddy. It's like a cephalopod. But here's our first, we have our first sunken treasure ship here, or treasure ship here. So, why don't we take a look? Oh, wait a second. Is this... We already have... I think we're hitting the east-west mark that we need. Meaning if we go, if we make sure we're just going north and south, which I'm not sure if it's... Yeah. So then directly in this way, it should be... Yeah, this is a direct path south. And we'll know that this is hitting the thing. We're going to go back to that ship in a second, but I want to check this first. We'll know that we are hitting where we want to be because the map itself will start to reveal the area around it instead of just being a dot like this. It'll actually start filling itself. So we're going to have to go around this entire island and get further along the way to get where we want to be. But first, let's go get this treasure ship. Hopefully it has nice things inside of it. We do now have the ability to breathe underwater and see, so we're gonna... I'm not going to immediately just take those things and drink them, but I'm going to keep them here just in case. So let's go ahead and take a look. What do we got? Okay, we can go a little bit faster if we use control buttons. Okay. So let's go under deck. We got carrots, we got coal, gunpowder. You know what? We're just gonna... Good stuff. I know I said we weren't gonna immediately do it, but now that we're in here, it just makes sense to do it. Taking a look. Oh, there's a door. Oh, that's actually really valuable. Oh, another buried treasure map. Wonderful. So, we'll take a look at this one and see what it has and what we can get out of it. Hopefully... Oh, I wish I knew that was there. That would have been... That would have just saved us a potion. Alright, so now we can go in here. There's another one here. Oh, there's some lapis and some iron. Some gold. We can get a little bit of extra on the chest. Takes a bit to chop that. Wonder how long it's going to take to mine iron or diamonds if we find diamonds under here at some point. Oh, speaking of which, how you doing? While we're down here, we might as well just look and see. Hey, immediately we are rewarded with lapis. We do have a second potion, so if this does get hairy, we have easy ways out. Also, it seems like if you put your feet on the ground, you definitely get a faster mine. So we'll also keep that in mind as we go. Yep, there are zombies. I'm under the impression that they're not going to attack us because we're just in a good spot for that. I settle on the ground. Yeah, that immediately goes faster once you settle on the ground. Good to know. And shift is what puts you on the ground, so you can use shift to kind of just make sure we're grounded and get all of this a little bit easier. 3 iron ore. And we have 8 minutes of this, so we're not too worried about running out of time or air, at least right now. if we do end up getting to a spot where we start flashing and we get worried that we're going to run out, then we'll see what we can do about getting out fast, but we might just take our second potion and start mining out if that becomes a problem. We should never get caught in here. We do have a second axe. It is a diamond pickaxe, but we're kind of in a diamond age now. Not too worried about wasting the diamond durability on stuff, because it's just going to get us what we want faster. And we should always be able to get more diamonds. We still have that strip mine down there, which if we follow our strip mine, I guess it's not a strip mine, it's more of a branch mine. A strip mine is taking things off the top and kind of looking at the surface and getting the easy stuff, but branch mine is... we can still use that to get as many diamonds as we need. Might not be super fun, obviously, but isn't that nice? Back up and in. Like I said, not a whole lot of specific direction for this one, but if we can get these buried treasures taken care of, and maybe get that monster spawner hooked up today, those would be reasonable goals to accomplish. That being said, I'm not going to get overly worried about... ooh, that's not great. Jeepers creepers. I'm not going to get too worried about finishing the monster spawner. I have a lot of things I want to do with that, including getting into the nether and forming a connection between that and the other nether portal we have, so that we have an easy way of getting over there in the event that... oh, there's a monster. Hey, buddy. What do you have? You have a fish? Like a conch shell. What is that? Nautilus shell. It's fancy. We'll see what that is later. I wish I knew more about how to check recipes and know what recipes were going to be, like what things made what recipes. I'm so used to things like Terraria, where in Terraria you just kind of go to the guide and you show him a thing and he's like, oh yeah, here's literally everything you can make with that. And yeah, let's break through you. Maybe we can get a little bit higher here. I'm not quite sure how to get that same result in Minecraft quite yet. I'm sure there's a reason, or there's a way, and I'm just, you know, not quite educated on it yet. Just stuff to learn as we go. Hey, there's our boat again. We found our way out. How much time we have left? 2 minutes? That's not too bad. Let's go take a look at this one. One more direction real quick. Maybe a couple more iron. No? Alright, no big deal. I'm also going to start... oh, hey guys. Collecting kelp is how that sentence finished. I'm going to start collecting kelp as we go. Because... okay. Well, that worked out. Just kind of do that, and then we have more kelp than the game knows what to do with. There we go. Oh, space. Yeah, I see you. We don't need the water. We don't need the rotten flesh. We don't need the extra cobblestone. Yeah. And we can put the shield on. Hi, lads. Yes, you are seen. You are acknowledged. You are valid and present. We are collecting kelp. If we dry this kelp, it will... It should. Not will. It should dry out and become one of the best fuel sources in the game. Not that we don't, you know... We don't really need... I don't need... Do I need water bottles? Yeah, they don't hurt. Could get more, but could have better stuff than that, but... What's important is to check our maps. So we got to go west for this one. And this is the one from before, and we were pretty much where we wanted to be on the western front. Yeah. Because if we go this way, chasing... Yeah, the moon set is west. So this then becomes south. Is east-west. Yeah, if east is to your left, then south is straight. So now we're just going to take these until we, oh, that's north. Okay. So that'll be when we get back closer to home. Wow, we are already low on space. Do have a bundle. Heard it. Good stuff. Let's get out. Let's, get that there. This is the right one. No, we want the other one. Alright. So we basically want to go south and west, but mostly south. Now we just want to go straight south, which is slowly. Yeah, it's good enough. I'm going to take this until basically we hit an entire shoreline, because the way that this is showing is there's going to be an entire shoreline and not just a tiny island. So if this one is just in our way, we'll go around it. Big fish. One of the landmarks that I'm keeping an eye out for, and maybe this is just a spurious thing, but who knows, is it would be cool if we could bump into that tower in the water from before, where we found the treasure map. Because I have a small suspicion that maybe these things are spawning treasure chests, you know, just outside of the range, or in, you know, a somewhat close proximity to where the maps are found. Who knows? It might be some, like, 4,000 block logic that kind of works like that, but is actually not that at all. but it would be comforting to see that structure, just to kind of put that thought away. Some angry ocean monument guys. Not going to get too worried about those. The ocean monuments have some cool things in them, the gold blocks and whatnot, but to be completely honest, that is not the kind of thing that we are searching too deeply for. Not yet. Eventually, we're going to need that stuff a ton when we get the wither beacons taken care of and whatnot, because we're going to need to farm and make multiple beacons in this game. One of the achievements is having every effect on you, which requires, I think, 6 beacons, maybe more. Maybe it's 6. Maybe it's more at this point. I don't remember, or I'm not educated on the modern beaconings, as it were. There's also some things that we're gonna have to, we don't want to just go and farm a bunch of animals and whatnot, but there's like, we need some, I think we're going to have to take out some turtles. And I think we're going to have to take out at least 1 or 2 chickens. Actually, maybe not chickens, but we might have to take out turtles, and that's not the most fun, but, still necessary. Here we go. Now you can see on the map that we have a bit more of a specific direction to be going in. We should get that map back up. Yeah. It's right over here. All right. Do I want to just roll the dice? I don't think I do. I think I want to... First, I think I want to make myself a little bit of space with the extra stuff. The extraneous items that don't actually need to be held. Good, and no, those don't fit. Okay. But that's good enough. First we'll just check if it's a straight shot down. Nah, we're gonna have to do a little bit of, we're gonna have to do a little work on that. Okay. Alright. So. Where is our map? Here's our map. So here-ish. I don't like that sound. It is. Right here, right? Yeah. Maybe it's over this way. There we go. Yo, okay. Copper Nautilus armor. Oh, Heart of the Sea. Water breathing potions. TNT. Why not? Hey, a diamond. So now that I got this, do I even need the treasure map, or does it just go away? Guess I just don't need the treasure map anymore. But I don't want to get I don't want to get rid of it. Okay, so now we gotta go west and north. Alright, we can go west and north. This looks like it's east? Yeah. This is north. We're going northeast right now. So we want to turn ourselves northwest and get going in that direction. Pretty much as far as we can. I don't think I want to go for that treasure chest or that ship because I don't want to deal with the mobs next to the I just don't want to deal with the ocean monument stuff. What are you? I don't know what that is. I'm going to see. Oh, there's a guy in here. Oh, there's a lot of guys in here. What are you doing? You guys okay? Okay. Okay. Pull. Let's get out of there. Yeah, we gotta get ourselves, let's get ourselves home, actually. Because now we have 3 of these. We're gonna have to go out and find stuff. I want more water breathing. I want more night vision. There's a lot of stuff we can do. Wow, we really took ourselves in a far direction as well. Well, it's not that bad. Home is just this way. Before we go super far, though. Right, that's north. That's north. They're both northwest. And then that is complete. Yeah. I think this episode's just going to be us going and looking at treasure underground and underwater and playing around with that. Maybe we'll make our way over to the spawner. Maybe. I don't know if I would count on that as a certainty. I mean, you're right here. Let's take a look. Why not? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We can get rid of the water bottles. We don't need those. They are not. We can get water and glass pretty much whenever we want. All right. This is the complete wrong direction. This is the right direction. Generally. Oh, we are at the spot. It's not just this cove here, is it? If it is just that, we can But west it would be... If that's where that's coming up, then this is where it goes down, yeah. Yeah, this is west. A little bit north as well, it looks like. Yep, this is the spot. We'll open this one as well. We'll get to that last one. Maybe we will just get all three of them before we go home. Really, what would be helpful here would be a village. That might be wishful thinking with everything else that we have gotten so far. Thank you. Now that we can see super clearly outside, this is all nice and easy. Oh, spoke too soon. That's okay. We have a lot of golden carrots. We can make enough of those potions to last us pretty much indefinitely. Okay, that was not a creeper. That was just sound. All right. It's like right there. Yeah, I'll stop. Are you attacking me with a bone? Is that a real play? Yeah, drop that. You're attacking me with wheat. You guys need help. We can't be doing stuff like that, lads. Right, no more gravel. Well, it's not. We don't need that. Gravel, wheat. Nah, none of that. All of this. These little guys. It's always these little guys being problems. There, get out of here. Rapscallions. You know what? Let's just get out here on the water a little bit. Get away from all that. Get ourselves this. Get in our boat. Away from these things in our boat. There's somewhere where we can just stand on our boat, put some water or food in our mouth, and make this all better. It is too close to, or it is not close enough to morning that I'm... Get out of here. Don't you be plundering my boat. This is my boat. My boat. Alright, this one's been completed. This one is not the one I'm looking for. This one is what we're working on. Let's put you there for now. This would be a lot better if I could just, like, relax and look at the spot and read it instead of having to constantly fight monsters. But I need y'all to calm down. No, this is where it's supposed to be. Feel pretty confident that I'm looking at the right spot. So those things are chill for a little bit, maybe. What else do I not need? I don't think I need copper nautilus armor because I have... Did I not get other? Maybe I didn't grab it. Oh well. Cheapers. What are this stuff do I know? I don't need the cooked cod. I can eat the cooked cod. What I do need is a treasure chest. Alright. Let's have a real conversation. What can we really lose here? Let's get rid of the cod. Let's get rid of the nautilus armor. Let's get rid of the... I don't need 3 treasure chests. Let's take the shield off so we can actually look at this a little bit closer. All right. Basically says it's like right here. There's no way it would be this deep, is there? Like, this is basically excavating at this point. Nobody buries something like this. There we go. Jeepers creepers. Water breathing, another heart of the sea, more gold, more TNT. Alright. Real decisions. I don't need cooked salmon. I want that arrow though. I actually really want that arrow. I know it's a silly thing to want, but actually give me the shield. Let me put the shield on. Pick that up. Potion of water breathing is not the biggest of deals. Yeah, it's a water breathing potion in the chest. We're okay with that. Alright, so now this one has also been solved. I think the only one left is this one, which we need to go north if we want to get this one. North is negative on the z-axis, and we want to stay rather narrow. Yeah, this is north. And we know that we're pretty much on the east-west bearing, so we can deviate a little bit as we look for things, as long as we don't completely lose the plot. But that also being said, we are so full of stuff right now that I don't really want to... If we get close... we're close enough to home. We're less than 1,000 off each. Oh no, we're like 2,000 off the Z. We're 2,000 and 1,000 off. Ooh, what are you... Oh my goodness. What is this? Is this an over... Is this just a flying sunken ship? I think it is. Paper, feathers. Oh, I want those feathers. Lose the cobble. We can lose the andesite. We have another buried treasure. Okay. There are things here we need. Suspicious stew. What? Water breathing potions are not the most important thing. Cobble deep slate's not the most important thing. The gunpowder is the most valuable of all that stuff. Forest or Frostwalker. I don't care about leather boots with Frostwalker. And we got another one of these. This is cheapers. There's a lot of stuff. There's even a good chance that there's more stuff on here. Let's see. No, it's just these things. Okay. Now we definitely got to get this all home. Wow. And even... the bottom of that's going to have a treasure chest, probably with more of the exact stuff that I'm looking at. It's pretty cool. Let's get this. We got to get this home, though. We are bursting at the seams with inventory. I believe we've been to this village. I have a feeling that this leading up to that is what we've seen before. We'll take a quick look just to make sure. pretty positive we've been here. Yeah, there's not even just empty barrels in here. Yeah. I'm like 99.9% sure that this, yeah, there's not anything in any of these. I'm not gonna go super hunting for the rest. But should be able to just get going. This is the way home. I think our house is just around this island on the other side. Pretty sure when we come up on this, it's gonna be, we'll see a village on the left, and that will be our indicator. Yeah. Good night, son. Should be seeing my house on the horizon here. Maybe I did it wrong. There it is. Home sweet home. Maybe we'll take a minute and put a big storage room in this house. Something that's like an extra, we could put in like an extra wing on, and just make it like a room that has 12 treasure chests in it for anything that we need to hold or that we don't want to get rid of. That might be a good idea. Also, maybe this guy will be gone. That's been kind of bothering us and trying to sell us buckets of milk. Alright, we'll leave the boat there. Nah, he's still here. Great. Alright. First things first. Let's get the sand. Some of the sand away. We'll get the sandstone away. Do that. And that. These are getting cooked in the glass. Get that in there. Get that in there. Refill our bread. Just gonna put that there. All right. Books. I'm actually not sure what to do with the TNT. All right. Bundle is debundled. The shovel was actually broken. I think TNT will go here for now. Raw iron. We'll smelt that after we do the glass. All right. Andesite. The feathers and the gunpowder. Heart of the sea. What are you used for? I don't know. This is the part where I wish I, had a little bit more information as to what certain things do. But maybe that's just part of the game. I don't know. That'll be something we figure out as we go. Okay, 46 emeralds. Let's put the heart of the sea there. Wither skeleton, you stay. Coal, you go with the coal. Nautilus shell probably goes here, as does that. Let's, yeah. Let's do that. And let's, yeah. This should work a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be the best solution to what we're trying to get done here, but we'll put on a cherry wood extension. getting really, really tired of listening to this guy. We'll do one more. We'll let this protrude out by 1. And we'll let it protrude out by 2. And we'll put some stuff under it to make it seem a little bit more fancy. There we go. We'll put a window there and glass this around. And we'll make it like a one thing, and then we'll just put treasure chests and treasure chests, and it'll be kind of like a whole room of just chests, like 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Should be able to get 5 or 6 in here. Maybe a little more. Nice. Alright, let's go chop. Oh. Why? Why are you here? What do you want? Alright, hold on. Gonna have to deal with this. Actually, no, we're not. We're going over here. I'm gonna chop this tree. One of the really nice things about cherry wood is every individual tree is something like 20 or so logs. You're not really chopping a whole forest to get a little bit of wood. You're chopping one tree and you're getting massive amounts, which is really, really nice. I think that's this entire one. I'll know if I start getting saplings, although the fact that I got some sticks already kind of tells me. You know what? Fine. Let's do it. Garbage. Get out of my place. Put that back. That should be good. Give me the rest. Where you at? Come here. Come on. There. All right, cool. Maybe that will slow all that garbage down. Let's go ahead and finish our house. I also thought that would be a little bit more dangerous than it was. I guess it was more dangerous back when, like, we were in stone tools. That was... those poor souls. Okay. Yeah, we'll do one more crop. And then we'll go like this. And then we have you for this. That's some weird stuff. Right, also, I gotta figure out something for that. I don't hate that. No, that's fine. No, I should be able to just... There we go. Now we have, I don't know, storage. Storage, the right way of saying this? Yeah, we have a storage house. And give me the rest of these. I wonder if I can... No, I don't need that. Don't need that. No. No. Maybe I don't need what I'm thinking about. Well, let's do this. All right. So now let's come down here. Because we did this, and I don't like having unsupported outcrops, we're gonna... There we go. Perfect. Now, we have a little extension on our house, and it doesn't look amazing, but it's good enough. And let's remind ourselves that we are not, this is not our final base. This is just a place where we are making home. We'll get more as we go. Ooh, more saplings. Ooh, creeper. Yeah, come on. They'll plant themselves, actually, as time goes on. Come on. Because I know you're going to try it. And I'm done pretending like you're not going to try it. There. And now we're fine. So now, I have extra stuff. This is going to be where I put my treasure chest that I don't need anymore. You have not been found. You have not been found. You've been found. You've been found. So now I have the two that I need. We'll just put them in order as we find them and as they're numbered. If we can get a whole thing filled with it, then we'll know we're the best pirate. And now, this is still going to be, and this is still going to be. We can be a bit more sortive with everything we're doing. As we figure it out and go, well, we do have extra. The string, the arrows. This banner's not going in there. Tropical fish doesn't go in there. Hmm. That should be fine for now. Keep the glass in the glass section. Records will go over here. Extra potions are going over there. Potion materials are going over there. In fact, this is going to be potions and potion. This is going to be potion materials. This is going to be potions. There we go. We have a decision on stuff. Put our glowstone in here. Look at that redstone. Redstone's going down here. I use redstone for alchemy way more than I use redstone for redstone. So we're going to keep it in this general section. All right. Wheat in the bread. Just do that. Wheat, extra bread. Music discs. I'm going to put them in the far thing. Weird mob drops that might be cool. You can go here even though you're not a normal potion. Furnishings is no longer going to house wood. Wood is its own box. Wood stuff is not its own box, but wood is its own box. In fact, let's see. This is wood. Yeah. And it's always going to be logs and planks after the logs for everything that we have. Nether will go there. Glass pane will go in the furnishings. Gunpowder will go with the gunpowder. Cooked salmon can go in here with the other fish. They're all salmon, actually. Arrow. Sticks. Really good fishing rod. Bucket can go there. That is, yeah. 2 buried treasures that I haven't used yet. The boat is still over in the boat section, aka not on the field. We have our shield on. 1, 2, 3. I'll get used to that. 3 dirt. No. Yeah, we'll do 16 of that. This is still going to be our overflow for the minute. That might change, but not immediately. All right. First thing is ID 1. Also, we're going to take a potion of water breathing with us and a potion of night vision, just in case we need them. We'll drop the bottles after we use them. These are all water bottle, water bottle, water bottle. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and also... Oh, another word. 4, 5, 6. TNT. You can stay. You and you can go over here. Give me the glass. Give me the raw iron. I'll split it. The rest of the redstone over here. Put the nether wart over here, although I need a little bit of it now. All right. That can be where that goes. these things will go here because I'm not entirely sure what they do yet. Oh, pufferfish. Pufferfish goes over here. Glass bottles. Glass itself will still go up in furnishing. And now we have glass taken care of. We have glass panes. All right, this is getting a little bit more, everything's getting a little bit more smooth. At some point I should figure out how to use all these other things, but it is not this day. Also, we don't have, I think we can also... I guess we don't have the stuff for that yet. I thought it was just a bunch of iron ingots to make an anvil. But probably wrong. Alright. Treasure chest 1, south and west. Treasure chest 2, south and west. Good deal. We actually have space again. Let's take a second bundle. We don't need that like that. In fact, let's take a third bundle. I know that seems overkill. It's an overkill kind of night. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. That's perfect. Sun is almost down. Is that what I'm... Yeah. We're going to go ahead and sleep before we go out. That way we don't have to deal with that. And again, that is west. So that is south. Yeah. So we'll go in this direction again. We're going to take the shield off. We'll have our eye on both maps. And then when we get where we're going, it'll be pretty easy to get there. Or we'll be pretty good there. Alright. And onward. I'm going to go negative X and positive Z. That is south and west. And we're going to do that until one of these two maps tells us, hey, you're close enough. All right, starting to get to our first one. Let's go ahead and see if we can turn this west. I believe we just turned west. Yeah, because it's negative X. Let's see if we can get this to pop with a map. Alright, starting to get a little closer. Also, I don't know what that color is. Oh, that's just stone. Where's that ice? Yeah, I think that's ice. Oh, this is a village. Have we been here? I'm not sure if we've been here. Pretty close to the, looks like there's something right here. There we go. All right. Cooked fish, diamonds, emeralds, more water-breathing potions. Whatever prismarine is. That's pretty cool looking. Another heart of the sea. Would be nice to know what those were. Let's take a look at the village real quick. We're kind of past the point of, oh, wait, I know exactly what village this is. Yeah, we've been here before. We tried and saved these people, and we had they just had a rough go of it all. You guys are still doing this? Yeah, there's nothing that can be done for this poor town. They are just... Yeah, we've already tried to help here. Yep. Well, I'll take this. Okay. Well, now that this one has been taken care of, we only have the other one to worry about. So, we are east and west. We go a little bit more east, actually. But it's still to the south, so it's this way. Right? Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to go in this direction until we, hit anything. Wait, we got about an hour left on the stream. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little less. But, if we can get this last treasure chest home, then we can kind of say, yeah, we did the ocean part without the ocean monument. We'll come back to the ocean monuments in the future. And we'll go visiting some more ocean stuff in the future as well. Doesn't seem like there's all that much to do there. Who knows? Maybe I'm missing large, cool aspects of it. Yeah. while we have it, I'm not going to eat my bread while holding the cod. The cod is easier to deplete. And the inventory space is more important than the bread or the cod itself. I think that we've been around here too. I'm pretty sure there's a village there, yeah. And there's going to be one block of ice that we punched out on this on our way across. Maybe the ice regrows over time. We died at this village on maybe our second or third episode. I think it was our second episode. We got punched by a little zombie, a tiny zombie. And it blew us up. It killed us inside of a hole. If I can find the hole, then I'll know that this is the place. I think it's up here. Hi, cat. Oh, kitties. Yeah, you're so cute. Maybe I filled the hole in afterwards. Who knows? Let's just see if they have any stuff. I don't think they will. I'm almost certain they won't, because I'm almost certain we've been here. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Whatever's going on here, it's... Oh, here it is. Yeah. Oh, no, this is different. This is a cave. I do need some silk touch. I gotta come over here with silk touch at some point and get that, taken care of. I don't want you. And I don't need you. And... yeah, the rest is fine. Just consolidate everything in the one spot. Feels good. You're already caught. You know what? If I can, I should. And I still need to be going east and south. So this is the direction. On we go. Yeah, we'll get this treasure back home. And then... I'll make my way over to the monster spawner, and we'll do the simple spawner. Because one of the things about the simple or the complex spawner that does the whole 23 drop with the, or I guess it's a 25 block drop. The important thing is that the spawner puts a drop on it, and makes it easier to one-shot the mobs, which gives you less time spent swinging your sword, which you're not in danger. You can just swing your sword anyway, just more times. But it saves time and energy to do the drop strat. It just takes a little bit more, and a little bit more finesse in the build. You know, you need to use modern style. When I did it originally, I remember it was using signs like every other block to make a vertical swim point, which that's now been replaced by the concept. Ooh, we've made it to the place. That has now been replaced by this concept of using kelp and soul sand to create like a really fast upwards convection path with the water that causes the water itself to like shoot the zombies up the path, and then they go down and they drop down the other side. Whereas they used to just slowly make their way up and over. Maybe the first method still works. Maybe the zombies, or maybe the kelp method is better with the soul sand. It's all something that we'll figure out as we go. Right, we need to get over here. Not a big fan of it doing this right in the middle of the night. Wait a second, are you... That is not... This is the same place. This is the exact same place. What? I'm confused. Ow. Where are you at, dude? Come here. I don't know why. Yeah, we've already done this. We've already been here. Is this just the same place? Did it just give us a map with the same coordinates because we... Well, that is a little bit of a bummer. To a degree, it's also a reasonable comfort to know that we, found the thing. Let's just get on our boat. If that's the case, we're going home. Apologies for the double back with this whole situation, but I didn't know that was going to be a thing. How could I have known that? Wow. I'm going to go back and look at both maps and see if both maps give the same location. And if they do, then, you know, no big deal, no harm, no foul. But if they don't, then I'll know that I did something wrong. Like, really profoundly wrong. But yeah, one of the things I was going to say before hitting that spot is... Yeah, there's that. Actually, we had stuff in there that we wanted, so we can stop here. Oh, it was just like potions and such, but I still want it. And I want the chest as well. Sand for now. No. Always cobble deep slate. It's just a spooter. We can kill you. Hello. Yeah, you used to be a lot scarier. Another one? That's scary. Although, took much less damage than maybe we otherwise would have. Thanks to our blast protection. Do we have that? No, we don't. Well, we got enough armor. Maybe we're just geared enough to not worry. Let's take all of that. Oh yeah. Just good enough. Then you. That was just potions, right? Yeah. Potions and slabs. Okay. Now let's make it home. But, if you set your monster XP spawner, or your XP farm up to be the simple one, it doesn't preclude you from coming back later, filling in that little 6-drop hole, and putting together the up over drop. I assume that we're gonna have more time spent over in that area once we get things set up, so we'll see how the first one feels. And if it feels good, then we'll leave it be for now and worry about making our nether track. Although that being said, one of the things we are going to have to worry about before we get to the end of this is, there we go, is getting to another mine shaft and getting more mine carts or mine tracks, because I could make them with the iron. Like, that's a thing we could do. That's just not as good as mining them yourself. As far as using your iron resources, burning through those, and kind of just having all of your gear and all of your resources go towards the right stuff. So we're going to first try and get another mine shaft, do a little bit of excavation there, and then we'll go and do the nether tracking from one to the other, because that's actually going to be a lot more meticulous work. We're going to be getting in there, finding out where A is. I know where B, where we're going to, is, so getting ourselves oriented, and then making those that kind of safety bridge that I made out of the deep slate. We're going to have to make a whole lot more of that. Which, to that degree and capacity, maybe that means that we need to spend a little bit more time with the... It's the wrong direction, it's this way. Maybe that means we'll need to spend a little bit more time in our little mine looking for the looking for more diamonds and intrinsically getting ourselves more cobbled deep slate, because I anticipate that being a multi-hundred block highway. And despite the fact that it's a multi-hundred block highway, the nether seems like it's much more open on the like, the nether used to have these giant swaths of netherrack that you would have to break through to get from A to B. And now it looks like it's all big and open. So we're going to need at least 3 times whatever the X and Y are. No hypotenuse bull, because you can't really make things on an angle in this game. So we're going to have to figure that out, get all that deep slate, and then make those highways, and then lay the track down, and then roll through the track to make sure it all works once we have it. But I anticipate that being, given that the nether return portal location is 29, -68 in the nether, and the spawner block village is at -1510, +1884. You know, we're looking at, even at a factor of dividing by 8, that's still probably going to end up being 1,000 deep slate cobble, maybe more. Probably 1,500 if we're being honest. So 20 stacks, which 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, like two and a half full rows of deep slate cobble, and that might give us enough to just enough to do the actual chute. And then once the chute's put in place, you know, that's still a factor of dividing that by 3, getting the redstone, getting that many minecart tracks, and putting them in place and making sure that all runs and works. A little bit of redstone for the powered carts, but you know, if it's 1,500 deep slate cobble, it's going to be 500 minecarts, which is, you know, 8 stacks then in its own right. So we got a lot of collecting to do, and to be honest, this is all just set up stuff for the sake of the fun to make our character able to do what we want it to be able to do. None of this is actually like a direct path towards advancement, as far as I know. Maybe there's actually not. There is actually benefits to all of that, because there is a there's an achievement for going in another at one spot and coming out in another spot that's a certain period of distance away. Hey, little man, can you do dolphin stuff? Hey, dude. Yeah. Can I just follow you and, like... Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, you're just doing... Oh, look at you go. Yeah, buddy. Do I have anything I can give him? I don't know what dolphins eat. Oh, fella. You're adorable. No, I didn't mean that. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. Oh, he's okay. I'm not strong enough to hurt you. Ooh. You want a carrot? No? Potato? You want to sit there and spin? Okay. You just sit there and spin. Oh, what a good boy. Actually, I got fish. One sec, I'll be back. I got fish. Oh, and I gotta give him something. I feel bad. I did not mean to smack him in the face. The old smackaroo. Alright. Raw cod. Yeah, let's get 3 of those. Hey, buddy. How do you feel about cod? Yeah. There you go. Now he's happy. Yeah. Yeah. That's so good. Look at him go. Alright, that was fun. That feels a lot better. Alright. Up here first. Furnishings. Trapdoor. Regular stuff. Cobblestone. Back to furnishings. Chests. String. We got extra potions. Papel. You go there. Deep slate goes there. Boom, boom. You get checked. All of that. And I'll check that at the end. That's not where that goes anymore. That's where that goes. More sand. Frostwalker leather boots for no reason. Potions. We have enough water breathing. We do not need more water breathing. Right, emeralds and diamonds. Gold. A lot of iron. Really starting to make our way with the iron. Good stuff. Another heart of the sea, more copper. I don't really know what to do with copper nautilus armor. I'm going to put you there for now. Okay. Now. Yeah, these two are the same. Okay. That lets me... That's okay. That's okay that that's what it is. I just now know that. Okay. Bundles go there. And now... Give me a treasure chest. Actually, give me 3 of them. Pretty sure that a hopper Oh boy. Yeah. It's been a while since I've made one of those. Okay, we got the hopper, we got the chest. We need 2 buckets of water. Do not need a lava bucket. And I do want it to be 2. Because with 2, you can pretty much make infinite water. We have torches. We have enough torches. Don't want to use cobbled deep slate. Although, I have a feeling that I'm going to need to mine enough stuff that I'll be able to have it be what I want. That being said, we don't need to roll that dice. We can just bring cobblestone. So let's take that. We'll just make this here for now. Yeah, made slabs. Slabs, torches. I mean, we're going to clear the place out. I'm going to put the torches on the guy. Come down, the water takes them, the water pushes them. They drop down onto the hopper with the slab. The treasure chests get punched. Yeah, simple doesn't need anything other than this. Good deal. So now we are going to go ahead and make our way off towards that monster spawner. And I believe it's actually in a similar direction as where we've been going. It's negative, yeah, it's negative x positive z. So this is the direction. Let's start making our way on over. We do have a diamond pickaxe. We do have buckets. So if we find lava along the way, we can also make obsidian and make a nether portal and go see if where that is relative to where where our other nether portal is. First we're going to make the spawner and then we're going to worry about getting into the nether over there, because I think that what I'm going to do is, because it was in like that big hole, if I can make it so that the spawner point is, or the spawner farm is kind of in the direction of that hole, we'll be able to use that to turn that big open space kind of into a little storage base, put maybe a glass roof on it so that we don't have to worry about stuff coming down from on top, but we don't actually have to worry about not having any light as well. And we can kind of make that like another little hop base, which, you know, at least 1 or 2 more trips between this will be necessary to make that work, but it shouldn't be too difficult. We really got to get going more south than east, don't we? Yeah, it's only about 1,000 more on the negative X, but it's like 2,400 on the Z. So this should be good. I'm going to take a drink, kind of just mute my mic for a minute, stretch out, change my position, do all that stuff. So I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. Right, it should be right over this, should be right over this ridge. I don't know what that is. Wait, what is that? It's like a tower? There's the village. There we go. Give me that. Oh, that's a poison one. We're gonna stay away from you. Ain't got no time for poison spiders. And that's all good. Get you where you go. This is the other side of the village. I hope. Why are there so many creepers? Let's go ahead and not be near that for a minute. Hey, bud. Alright, there's a mine shaft down. There's the mountainside. I'm pretty sure it was against the mountainside. There we go. Now. Maybe if I get a bow with infinity, that'll take care of my arrow problems. I mean, that's pretty cool, it's just not what I want. That's just a hole. Oh, is it this? Yeah, okay. I think it's this. Yep, there it is. Good deal. Alright. We are down and in. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the marker 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now everything just needs to be made flush with those little holes we made. And we'll put, let's get that where it goes. We'll also do the down dig as well. But effectively, we're going to make a big ol' 9x9. We're going to use the water to push them all into a corner. We're going to drop them all on top of a hopper. And then on top of that hopper, there's going to be a slab. There's going to be a couple of other cobblestone blocks kind of blocking on the other side of that. And ultimately, wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was right. My bad. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this was also. Yep. This is right. Then they should drop down on top of that slate, or that slab on top of the hopper, and then they're stuck. And when they're stuck there, all we gotta do is take our sword out and slice ankles, and they will group up and in huge bunches and bunches, and we'll be able to, from that point, just take them all out for tons and tons of XP. It's something I think many, many players who play this game do at some point. I don't think this is a groundbreaking new thing in Minecraft for most, but it's still a really beneficial, valuable thing to have set up on your server somewhere. And the more setup you have, the better, because it just lets you spend time not running around worrying about things like your XP and your levels. And also, because it costs more XP to get each level when you go up, it lets you get above 30 to a reasonable amounts that are 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it should be 5 from ground because it's, and then 4, and then 4, and then 4. So it's just this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be our little, that'll be our way out. Because I believe I'm going to set it up to be a drop here. Yeah, like right here is going to be the drop. Why am I so... Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm just not as educated as I used to be in Minecraft. That's okay. We'll get there. I think we're still doing pretty decent, all things considered. We have the Nether plundered. We have our diamonds taken care of. Yeah. Nope. Way too aggressive. Nope. That was just a matter of bad aim. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now this is a 9x9, and we're actually gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all the way down. I actually think I should do this with 4. And I will. We're just going to take our time, nice and slow. Four. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1. This should take us all the way out. Yeah. There. And now we have the exact... Oh, is that too far? Might have gone 1 too far. Let's take a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So this is actually just fine. Seven, 8, 9. There. This should be what we do. Oh, I see how I overcounted, yeah. I overcounted here too. Perfect. And that's okay. This isn't going to be... This doesn't get ruined just by making a space a little bit too big or a little bit too small. It's just looking at optimized stuff. So we're just going to keep on clearing. Honestly, this might have been a efficiency job over an unbreaking job, but we're already here. It's going to be way quicker to just finish a job than to worry about changing our pickaxe enchantment. Oh, it's fine. All right. So if this is the place, this is the block. 1, 2, 3, 4. In all directions, we have up. And then it's 1, 2, and then this should be a 2 drop all the way out. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So by doing this, we will successfully have cleared out the entire space. All right. So now we have the makings of a basic monster farm. What we need to do is... Oh, I didn't put water in the buckets. That matters. Let's get back up. There's one, but I need two. And I don't think I want to use that for that purpose. We're right here. Yeah, there's water near enough. We don't have to worry about doing anything shady or weird. Although there is a lot of unsafeness between us and that water. There we go. Stand right there. Perfect. Now we can go back this way. Leave me alone, spider. I do not want to fight you. Not because I'm worried about you, but because it's just not... I don't want to hurt you. You know what? Why am I working in the dark? That's a silly thing to do. Brother, I need. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, mess them up. Yeah, show them what's up. And here's our hole. Our XP hole. The hole where we get XP. What are you doing? You are not fighting me with an egg. Thanks. Thanks for the egg. Clown shoe. So you put one there, and that makes it infinite. And then we do one more this way. And this should go there. And it goes right to this. Now, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll do a little 4x4. Or really a 6x4. Oh no, I did forget something. It's gonna matter. Maybe we can get away with this here. All right, so they fall right there. And that's gonna be the chest. And then we have a hopper, which I did that right. Yep. Perfect. Now, we take our slabs. One slab there. One more down. Perfect. Now, we need one there. And that's it. That is now set up in exactly the way it needs to be for us to get everything we need out of it. That being said, we can make this work. There we go. We now know exactly where we need to dig down from, but I require wood. And I'm not going to chop this. Well, yeah, I am. Nah, 4 wood is not great, but... Why am I hung up on this? Why are we getting hung up on something so trivial when we can just handle it all? There. All of that is now taken care of. Where's the wood? Great. Make one of these. Place it down. Sticks. Ladders. 9 ladders. I think that should be enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It was not enough. But... wait, no. That is not what we want. Why is water there? Alright. You are... I wonder if there's like... Can we do that? Yeah. Calm it down. I'm 1 stick short. Good job. That's all we really need, right? Yeah. And so now the water should be chilled out a little bit. We can take a decent walk down here. All of this is going to be gone. That's not a problem. And we have 6 more of these. That's actively not what I was doing with that, but why? Oh, is it because it can't go on dirt? Yeah, that's exactly why. And 2. All right, wonderful. Now, we have the ladder in. Maybe we could consider a trapdoor. Yeah, that. I don't know why, but Let's make one of these. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Now, let's get back in here. Next thing to do is to close it all up. So I should take this other side off. Well, I guess if I was going to do that first. Alright, now we just break all of this. And now we close this to put that place in total darkness. And if we did that correct... Hello. We're getting stuff in here, and I guess it's mostly zombie rotten flesh and what? Well, the cobblestone, the ladders, is from me. There we go. Now we have a working monster spawner. Yep, this is all we will do for a while. We can do this all the way up to 30 XP, and a little bit beyond actually, and then that will let us get the best enchantments on our gear. Because the level 30 stuff, that is the stuff that, that's the stuff that tends to give you multi-enchantments, more than one thing at once. If I had a trap door, I might get myself like right there, but it doesn't make too much of a difference here. Another thing I can do here is, if we can get ourselves back upstairs, get just a little bit more wood. Because as I'm doing this, the back of my brain is telling me you need to be worried about something, and I don't want to be worried about it. Well, actually, that's the exact thing I was going to make, so we're set. Oh, Featherfall, you're so good. There we go. Now, we are completely safe inside this place. Let's do one. There we go. Wonderful. Getting potatoes. Oh, okay. That way you can have, like... That makes a lot of sense, actually. You can have, like, a regular bundle for arrows. You can have, like, another bundle, like, green one for flowers. Blue one for materials. Red one for ore. Like, you know, all that stuff. Gold one for gems. That makes a lot of sense. Alright. I am going to spend maybe... I don't know. I'm at 25. I'd like to get to 30. I'm going to spend some amount of time here just grinding mobs. I'm going to mute my mic. I'm going to maybe take my headphones off so I'm not constantly listening to this swiping sound. Maybe for future streams we'll find a way to, like... This would be a good place to put music on top of things, but... We'll figure that out. All stuff just to consider as we move forward. It's probably like a half hour away from being completely set with like level 30 something. Maybe if I got to like level 36, that would be perfect, but... Oh, is there a mine? That's the sound that mines make. Yeah, we're just gonna chill for a bit. Kill monsters. Take the headset off, so... Have fun. So as I sit here and do this, I think that I'm going to leave this for a while as the simple version, because this is not taking all that long, and to be honest, it has been, what, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and we're at 30, so I'm going to keep doing this for a bit, get us up to about 35. Maybe 36 is actually the number. And then we'll head home and see what we can do with it. But one of the things is, I don't know that it goes faster. I think it's just easier on your tools, because they spawn at the same rate, and they come to the same rate, and as long as you're killing them before they hit that maximum threshold of there's too many or more to spawn, well, then the extra stuff doesn't really do anything except to make your life just slightly easier. We're okay. So let's just do this for now. Oh, hey there. Twan. How you doing, Twan? You're catching us on the very tail end of this stream. We are right now finishing up a little bit of this monster farm and then taking our XP home to do some enchantments. It's been a pretty boring 45 minutes, but very beneficial for what we're trying to do. Alright, almost there. 36 and then we'll go back. Alright, so that is good for now. Let's go ahead and take the iron. And the feathers. Everything else can kind of stay. And we're going to get ourselves back home. That only cost us about half a diamond sword. And we started at around 14 or 15, maybe a little bit maybe a little bit heavier than that, but that was pretty beneficial. We got places. So now, let's take this home. And once we get, you know what, while I'm here, I want some of this birch. Yeah. Gonna chop some birch trees on our way home because it's always good to have all the different types of wood. And because I also don't have all that much wood at home right now. It's probably one of my my least resourced items right now in this game is wood. I think if I'm going to be doing this game in this manner and method where we're spending time doing reasonable amounts of farming in, you know, long, arduous sessions like this, maybe we'll find out another way to present, you know, the stream. Maybe I can get it like a YouTube thing going on the side where we can watch YouTube clips, or we can listen to different music from the game or from other things. Like maybe I get a Pandora or a Spotify going, and we'll put this in like we'll like quarter screen the actual Minecraft stream. And you can all see me just sitting there punching the mobs, but there will be other things to look at that will maybe be a little bit less mundane or repetitive. Maybe you love watching just somebody stand there for an hour and punching mobs with Minecraft stuff. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Whatever seems to make the most sense for making things the most interesting is really what I'm going for here. That being said, that's kind of a different thing for every individual person, so it's kind of hard to put a finger on exactly. Alright, we know which way we gotta be going. I'm gonna stop worrying about the F3 for now and just hit the direction. Wonder what we should enchant with this. Because we definitely should get something enchanted with a level 30. What specifically would be best? Still a little beyond me. We're gonna go ahead and grab this. Great. Take a little bit of our food. And away we go. Homebound. And when we get back, we're going to sort our stuff. And then we're going to wind down. We're going to maybe look at the enchants we can do. And then we're going to wind the stream down for the night. Because we are going to get home. It's going to take us about 10 minutes to boat home. And then, once we get there, maybe about 15 minutes to do the item dropping and all of that. Maybe the wood chest will also hold cobblestone, or maybe we just need more storage space in general. But one thing I know is that I do not want to just start throwing away stacks of cobblestone quite yet, because at some point we're going to want to make like a lighthouse for our pirate compound, a castle maybe off in some mountain somewhere. Like, we're going to be using this stuff and making a bunch of stuff, so... And I don't want to do anything where... You know, I understand that it's not too difficult in this game to set up duplication machines. I don't really want to be duping cobblestone or really duping anything for that matter. I want to do it all legit. Like, exploits are fine. Well, let me put that differently. A little bit of cheese is fine. Some minor, like... Oh, you can't get through this path, so we can kind of kill you with impunity is fine. Outright cheating the game by doing hard exploits, that's not something I'm incredibly interested in. I think that I know it. I'm pretty sure we've been to this village. Hey, dude. Pretty sure this is the village of the cow. But we'll verify. We'll know it's the village of the cow if we come over here and we see some weirdly placed cobblestone in the water. And it is. This is the village of the cow. So we are pretty close to home at this point. Hello, y'all. You know, I avoided the kelp earlier. But there we go. Now we have a line of kelp. And here we have the sunken ship. And then I think if we follow along with this, we're going to come around here. And this might be where there's that, above ground ship. Actually, no, that might be a little too close. But we are not far. In fact, if I'm not psycho, this is actually a perfect beeline home if we stay on this exact trajectory. Which, I know we can't because there's this, island in the way, but yeah, once we get around this, we are home free. I think I'm also going to look into, as I was sitting here, just kind of letting those monsters accumulate and slashing them, I spent a little bit of time on my phone looking at the Minecraft wiki, and specifically the things I was looking at is what Heart of the Sea does, what the Nautilus shells do, how to make an anvil, and so I want to make an anvil when we get home. But I think maybe for next episode, one of the things that I'll focus on is seeing if we can't get enough Nautilus shells to build a conduit. And then, if we can build the conduit, we'll think about going and getting some of the prismarine. And we'll use that to, make a little bit of a water base around our section. Maybe we can put one, like, underground, underwater, right by that mushroom biome. And then we can play around underwater in that space as well, because there's an ocean monument, like, right next to it. It's not that, it's right there, so... yeah, it's this way. This is home. Hey, lad. I hope you all are having fun. I know I am. And there is home. Yeah, we'll go there, get a couple prismarines, get a conduit set up somewhere, probably over by that island, set up our big base over on that island, and because I know it's kind of away from everything, and people like having their stuff, like, in an actual place where there's terrain to explore. But the reality is, anywhere I want to go, I'm going to nether portal myself there, or car train myself there, or boat myself there. Being here is not all that better than being there, as far as, the hub is concerned and being close to other stuff that you can get to. So I'm not going to be concerned about that too much. What I will be happy about, though, is the amount of large flat space I have over there and the lack of mobs that will spawn. So we should be able to use that to have a relatively chill experience in terms of building our base, spending our evenings, walking around and doing things, and, not generally getting bothered. I could walk around this whole area and just torch, but that wouldn't really... it would solve the problem in a way that I don't really want to solve the problem in. It would make it so that everything here was just lit up by torches, which, stuff like that's fine. And the house itself being a little bit of a beacon is fine, because when you're coming home at night, you want to see it. Don't necessarily want to make my cherrywood forest this super glowy thing that has all of the extra stuff going on in it. That's not what we're here for. All right, let's put this stuff away and then see what we can do with these enchantments. So we have diamonds. We have 2 diamond pickaxes. Let's look at these first. Let's take one of these. Let's also make another helmet. I know that that's kind of a wild choice. Just like out of nowhere, like let's do a helmet, but eventually we'll have one of each and we'll be able to use that there. Oh, I also want the lapis. We're going to take 30 lapis. We're going to take it upstairs and we're going to put it in this one. Just because it's right here. And I'll remember that it's right there. It won't, like, sneak on me to do that. So let's see. Protection 4, blast protection. It's going to probably be protection 4. Efficiency 4. Let's do protection 4 on the helm. Perfect. And then for this, unbreaking 3. Why not? Oh yeah. That is a diamond pickaxe worth keeping. Perfect. So now that we have those, one last thing before we call this an episode. And I know I don't have the space for it, but I want to do it anyway. First, 3 of those, and then that. Wait, is it that? Yeah. And now we have an anvil. Question is, where does the anvil go? And I think that the answer is actually we start doing more stuff like this. Yeah. It's not perfect, but now we can always go right there and have an anvil to use. Get our acacia up. Cost 1 enchantment to name it Fortune. Yeah, I don't need to do that quite yet then. And now that we have this here, let's also put that there, just so we know it's there. It's a little bit different, a little bit special, but nah, it doesn't have to be perfect. So the last thing I want to do before we call this a night is just take a look in here now. Brush a suspicious block. Alright, so this is, get a brush. Honey block. Need 11 more biomes. Get a jukebox. Oh, I see. Shoot a crossbow. I can do that right now. Here we go. Now, spyglasses. Do a trade. Oh, that's an interesting one. Some of these things I don't even know what they are. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Kill one of every hostile. Oh, I don't want to do that. I guess there's a lot of things you have to do. use a compass on a lodestone. I think I have both. Oh no, I don't have a compass. Although I'm pretty sure a compass is just like metal and redstone, isn't it? Isn't it just something like... No. Yeah. Thought it was something that simple. Alright, so now that we have that, where's the lodestone? Oh well, it's up here. Let's go outside. I don't know what this is gonna do. Hopefully I'm not like setting myself up to like blow up 40 blocks here, but I do that. What does it do? Oh. Oh, that is so cool. I get it. So we put one of these in our house. Well, now it's kind of attuned to nothing. It's spinning because it's attuned to that lodestone, and that lodestone is on us. But if we come over here, and we just go 1, 2. Actually, we'll do that. We put that there, and we attune you to it. Now, we do that. And now I have a beacon home whenever I want. I always know which way my base is without using F3. Which I guess is kind of useful, but I mean there's other great uses for this exact thing. But now we have a compass that always points home. That's pretty cool. Also, we can get another giant bunch of copper. Perfect. Okay. So this is where we are going to call this an episode. We're going to make sure we're set there. Yeah, that's got a way to go still. So we'll get in our bed. Enjoy the fact that everything is kind of going good. Never used this stonecutter once, and I keep complaining about space in my house. Probably part of the problem. But let's go ahead and save this one up. And from here, we are going to be done for the night. So next time we'll figure out what we want to do with the either the nether or the monster spawner or the conduit or whatever. We have so many different directions we can go. Really, it'd be nice to find another mine, so maybe we'll try going underground next time again and try our luck underground again. Now that we can see with the we can use the potion of sight and we have the diamond armor, I think we'll be okay. So probably next time, either tomorrow or Friday. Well, likely not Friday. Maybe tomorrow. We'll get together and I'll do a little bit more strip mining or branch mining, do some more caving, maybe find some more stuff underground with like mines or maybe a stronghold, or there's all kinds of new stuff down there, ancient cities. I'm also going to look up what those trim armor things that I picked up were, see if I can do anything with those. and we'll just have a good time with Minecraft. So, for now, this is going to be it. Hope you had a good time. You guys make it fun. And until we get to hang out again and play more of this, be good to each other, y'all.